My name is Vinsint. I make music and I do interviews.
To spark a new flame.
Musically, I think my biggest inspiration would be probably anyone in the 80s, really, predominantly Prince. I think just his projection of being himself on media, in his music, and on stage is probably like the greatest presence you can give to someone. And I admire that. I like David Bowie. I also like a little bit like James Brown, Stylistics, Springsteen, Michael Jackson. Those people, you know, they express themselves however they wanted to on stage and in their music, and I want to follow in that category as well.
Sometimes she loves her heart, sometimes she loves her mind. The sweetest revenge is,
you know, the music that you hear kind of naturally grows onto you, right? So when you're, you know, looking for sounds, chords, and trying to come up with chords, you kind of like look back to the music you listen to, right? So, you know, the 80s synth sound and the older drum pads that are used, those are the things that I like to use as well in a newer format, I guess you could say it like that.
show me she slays, that he's changed, that he's paying, I'm in the way. Said, boy, I'ma let him blow my brains out. Russian roulette, then ride him and kiss.
I think my prior releases was also like sort of like the journey of finding who I wanted to be and who I am. A lot of my older music was inspired by the darker vibe. Could put The Weeknd, Drake, Florence and the Machine, those people, Lana Del Rey. I think I would say that I could safely say that I've branched out from that and I've grown into what I really wanted to do, which is, you know, R&B, soul, funk inspired music.
My name is Vinsint. Good night, y'all.
I like to write all my music a certain way, a certain format, and I like to storytell subliminally. So, you know, my music's always have like double meanings, and it's always open to interpretation too. So lyrically, I wouldn't change anything. Sound, I think once you listen to it, it has changed a lot. Topic-wise, I still run the same topics, just anything that inspires me. I like stories that are interesting, and normally interesting stories are like bad situations, right? So whenever you hear something about someone, you kind of want to write about it. When things happen to yourself, you kind of want to write about it. So really nothing in a sense has changed. Maybe sound-wise, I've just discovered myself. One of my messages in music is just be yourself, pretty much. It's good to be unique, and I hope people realize that soon enough they can express themselves through fashion, music, just anything really, and just be different, you know? You don't need to be like everybody else. I like whatever wave's going on in music right now, but again, I like to do my sound I make music. Sound-wise, I do try to make my music different as of what's going on now. Topic as well. I like to brush up on mashing like religious themes with sexuality. I like to play around with that. Some people might think that's blasphemous. Again, it's all open to interpretation. I like to consider myself as a spiritual person, so I like to talk about that. I think that's what makes my music different as a person. I think that makes my views different, and yeah, again, open to interpretation.